Hey y'all, it's my 50-second video journal slash journey, and I talked about row your boat yesterday. And I told everybody that I had a really good interview, so I wanted to kind of explain about the interview because my video went so long. So if you missed the row your boat video, it was yesterday. Go back and watch it. Anyway, it was all about being in alignment with the flow of things. When we talk about going with the flow and the flow of the universe. And I just wanted to give you an experience that I had with my interview yesterday that just went like incredibly well. I can't even begin to you don't think of interviews as being something that's so interesting, but I can't hardly describe it. But it just is an example of what an experience is like when you find yourself in alignment with the flow of the universe. So what happened was, I go into this interview and I decided that no matter what, I'm going to 100% be myself and be who I am, because when I put my desire out into the universe about what type of job that I wanted, one of my big focuses that I want a job that allows me to be who I am. And so, of course, I answered all the questions accordingly. But what happened was, with every question that she asked, in answering the question, I also went into answering the question that immediately followed it. She had these written out on a piece of paper, and she was writing my answers down on this paper. And so every time I'd answer a question, she'd write it down, and then she'd look and she'd say, "Oh, well, that leads right into my next question. You've already pretty much answered my next question." But then she'd read me the question, and then she'd say, "Do you care to elaborate any further?" And it went that way all the way through the end. All the way from the beginning to the end of the interview. And she was almost dumbfounded. And all I could do is laugh and tell her, that that's the way things just flow sometimes. And anyway, she really liked me. At the end, she said, "I really hope that you come to work for us, because I do have another interview coming up." And I did let her know that. And that that other job pays more. So hopefully she'll give me, the maximum amount that she can give me if I do decide to go with the position working for her. But she just said, "You're just the cutest thing. I know I'm not supposed to say that to you, but you're just the cutest thing, and I hope you do decide to come work for me." So anyway, I just wanted to give an example, like I said, about what it is like, what it looks like when you're actually aligned with the flow of the universe, and everything starts to kind of just fall into place quite naturally. So we think about everything in the universe happens naturally without any effort on our part, whether it be our own body systems like breathing, heartbeat, all of that type of stuff, or just the nature of the wind and the trees, how they just grow automatically. They don't have to struggle to grow. They don't have to exert any special effort to grow. I hear so many people out there grinding hard so they can retire in 4 years. You don't have to grind. When you align yourself with the universe, when the timing is right, everything that you have in your mind to fulfill is going to fall into alignment. You're going to be aligned with those things. The hardest part is getting out of our own way, because so often we have these things in our mind that we want to happen in our lives, but then we block them from happening, because then we have, on one hand we say, well, this is what I want, but then on the other hand we say, oh, but that's just impossible because so and such and such. Well, you have to eliminate all impossibilities that you have in your mind, and just know that everything that you have in your mind to accomplish, you can accomplish, because the universe, once you're in alignment with the highest and greatest good of the universe, then the universe puts forth all types of energy to support you accomplishing your purpose. It's all part of creation. It's all a part of being co-creators in the universe. So every new thought that enters your mind is the beginning of a new creation, a new creative process. So don't ever give up on your hopes and dreams. Focus on them. Focus on the great feelings that you will have when they're accomplished. Don't focus on the struggles getting there. Just focus on how good it'll be when you get there. And avoid the pitfalls of, blocking yourself from saying, oh, yeah, that would be great, but this. Don't put the buts in. There's no buts. Just do it. So I'm sending out love, light, and healing energy. Ask that you please pass it on. And until tomorrow, y'all, have a good evening.